I'm Susan Ritchie, the Professor for Unitarian Universalist Heritage and Ministry. Thank you so much for your interest in our online class in Unitarian Universalist History. I wanted to tell you a quick little story, a story about a small Universalist church that is just 15 miles behind me here. This church, at the time of the merger between the Universalist Church and the American Unitarian Association, chose not to be a part of this new Unitarian Universalism. They were concerned about losing their Universalist identity and the specificity of that, and so they carried on all by themselves. They were served ably for many years by a Universalist minister. Now that man passed away in 1992, and now the church had a new dilemma. There were no people educated only to the Universalist ministry. There were only now Unitarian Universalists, and they still wanted to hold on to that distinct Universalism. So they began to ordain people from within their own congregation. These people would be served for a couple of years, and then a new person would be chosen. And throughout the years, they did an excellent job of so many things. They took really good care of each other. They took good care of their building. They provided worship services. They kept everything running. Everything except, ironically, their Universalist identity. The last I visited that church, I was horrified to hear from the pulpit of a church still calling itself Universalist a sermon about eternal damnation and hell. I asked them if they knew what the word universalism meant, and they did not. I tell you this story because I think having a sense of our tradition is profoundly important for religious leadership, and in a way it's the only thing churches cannot do on their own. They cannot maintain an identity and understand their heritage without some assistance. And so that's one of the reasons that history is so important to me. And if you choose to take this class, I think you'll find that we always make a strong effort to make our history relevant and to understand the responsibilities that it gives us as religious leaders. Indeed, I'm not just the history professor, I'm also the minister of a small church, and I also sit on the UUA Board of Trustees. I don't study history for its own sake. I study history because it allows me to understand my own agency. It allows me to know how I can better act on behalf of this faith. And so I hope you'll consider joining us. I hope we'll have the chance to study together. Thank you.